Hey guys, Chris Superfast RC, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Nitro Circus Basher 1/10 scale 4-wheel drive short course truck from Hobbyking. The reason I picked this up is it was $100. They had that, their warehouse sale or whatever, half yearly sale, and this was marked down to $100 on the almost ready to run version. So, I mean, that's pretty much, you have to buy it at that price. It's got pretty good reviews, at least what I've seen so far. So, decided to pick one up. It's almost ready to run. As you can see on the box here, it has the red body, red wheels, brushless, 3S capable. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at it and get out of the box. I've already got it out of the box here, so let me just get this out of the way. And let's have a look at the short course truck. So the body doesn't come with the stickers on it. They come with this sticker sheet here, and it's up to you. It's your preferences what you put on there. So I didn't put these on there because I like clear windows. It comes with a fake windshield and the fake side windows. Also some other decals that I didn't really care for. I went ahead and put the body on. They give you a map of where to stick the stickers to make it look like it's the truck that they're selling anyways. So yeah, as far as body quality, it's pretty good. Not as thick as, well, I'd say it's on par with the Slash. I don't know if it's actually Lexan. It might not be. It could be EP or plastic, PVC. But so far it looks pretty good. It looks so good that I really don't even want to bash this body. I want to kind of keep it the way it is and use another body, short course body that I have. I want to do a bug, the Beetle style, just so when you don't get the parachuting effect as bad when you're running short course, and that doesn't catch the wind quite as bad. So here's the truck, how it looks out of the box. Pretty good. It's a short course truck, and that's what it is. So let's go ahead and take the body off. Like I said, the body is, okay. Not the best, not the greatest, but it'll get the job done. That's the body. Onto the truck here. First thing when I got out of the box, I've already, done some work on it. The shocks, it's not that the oil's too thin, it is the fact that it's got like 4 holes in each piston, and they're like, I swear, 1.8 or like 2 millimeter holes. So I mean, the fluid just flows through the pistons without hardly any resistance at all, and it gives you, it was just completely underdampened, felt like there was just water in the shocks. But it's not the oil, it's actually, if you wanted to actually they don't make pistons for it as far as I know, so I think you can do that. But what you would think you could do is change the pistons out. Well, it doesn't come with any pistons, so that's kind of out the window. So but I've got 50 in the front and like 47 in the back. I mixed 45 and 50, half and half, so it's still underdampened. I would really recommend, somewhere maybe upwards of 70 in the front if you really wanted to go a little thicker, so it wouldn't do that so bad as the way it does now. I don't even have any batteries in there. So yeah, I'm probably gonna end up going like 60, 50, or 70, 60 front and rear. But yeah, it's all down to the pistons, it's not the oil. So I just don't have any 70 weight oil in stock right now here at Superfast RC. But I can get that, maybe that'll help the damping. I haven't ran it yet, so I don't know. I'm sure it's underdampened. It feels like it. It doesn't feel undersprung though, so springs feel good, spring rate's good, but just that oil of the pistons, really let it down. On the underside, you get a full aluminum anodized. I wouldn't call it hard anodized because it's not. But yeah, aluminum chassis, all Phillips hardware for the most part. Then you have your hex on the motor mounts. I don't know if you can see this here in the rear. I might get a B-roll close-up of it, but this screw is actually defective. It's not quite right, so that's not. It'll work fine. I'm pretty sure. I have these cutouts here for the diffs. I don't know if that'll affect durability at all, but they're there, so I wanted to mention it. What else is there to talk about on the bottom of the truck? It's got a plastic rear here, and your front bumper. The front bumper feels pretty durable, and so does the rear. So. Nothing really big to talk about underneath. There's that underdampened again. But here on the top of the chassis you have a 2080 kV 3650 motor, just your standard 1/10 scale fair, but it is a 5 millimeter shaft, so you do have that Mod 1 gearing option available. It is Mod 1. I believe it comes at the 15 tooth pinion, and the pinion looks pretty good quality. You know, it's not one of those hollowed out cast pinions that you see on some of the Hobbyking Basher vehicles. But yeah, the drivetrain's all pretty much A-scale. I know the diffs aren't, the rear and front, they're not A-scale quality, but the center looks A-scale. Top plate here, we have a all aluminum top plate upper deck. You know, it's the Basher quality aluminum. You know, it's not the best. I wouldn't call it hard anodized, it's anodized brown, so, or gunmetal look. Anyways, all Phillips hardware once again at the top. And then we have our battery tray here, which is your standard, you know, stick pack, 2S hard space size battery, and it goes pretty high here. So if you wanted to run this on 4S with a different system, you could get a thicker battery. But I really don't think you want to put that much power through the rear, front and rear diffs from what I've seen. So 3S only, you know, be easy on it. Suspension all the way around, it's a pillow ball setup, you know, kind of Mugen style, I guess you call it, Traxxas T-Max Revo style pillow ball. And you know, the turning in the front, you don't get as much turning as I think I would like, but I mean, it seems adequate. But it's there, and you know, that might be a drawback if you really plan to like maybe race this platform, which I probably will. You know, every weekend I go down to the track, there is a showing of four-wheel drive short course, so maybe I will race it. But I said, oh, I think I'm gonna win, but just another thing, slop on this vehicle all the way around. We have, you know, here in these turnbuckles, and I think on one of Aussie RC Playground's videos, he said these turnbuckles, if you really hit something hard, they have a tendency to bend because the chassis is a little long. I don't really see a big issue with that. I don't know, I guess it could be, but the way this works is they kind of bottom out, the arms bottom out, at least the shock bottoms out before they get a chance to come in contact with the chassis. So I don't know if that's gonna be a big issue. I'm not gonna worry about it right now, but maybe if you go with a longer shock position, or you know, that gives a little bit more droop, you might have to worry about that. But as out of the box, you really don't have to. So yeah, tires, they're okay, they're pretty soft, but they're not sticky, if you know what I mean by that. I mean, the compound's pretty soft, but it's not sticky at all. I don't think these are on high hopes for traction. They're not a pin style, they're more of, you know, Basher, all-terrain, you know, 1-in-1 scale type of tire tread. So they'll be good for most of your stuff, but if you're gonna run on the dirt track, I don't think these are gonna work out. And the foams are very, you know, they're kind of like a sponge. So they're not going to provide any good support. They're just going to kind of roll over. But this has actually been an update on the later Nitro Circus Basher SCTs. It now comes with a 60 amp easy run ESC with a fan. So hopefully, you know, if you had any heating issues on 3S with the 35 amp that this originally come with, that maybe we won't have that problem. So I have to report back to you on that. Like I said, this was a bind and drive, plug and drive, whatever vehicle are almost ready to run, so we'll have to add a receiver. But other than that, I don't really see anything else major to talk about. Yeah, the shocks, they're pretty good quality. They don't have a bladder in the top of the shock. They just kind of have like this little O-ring that mashes down against the cap and the body. So that'll keep from leaking, at least I hope. I didn't thread lock or put any type of, you know, sealant on them. So hopefully they hold. Like I said, I've already changed out the oil because I felt it was way under dampened, but I still think it's under dampened. It's just the way the shocks are built, those pistons, they just got too much flow. But yeah, in the front here, like I said, slop all the way around. I don't think this stuff can really be removed. Servo saver, it's kind of weak. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm holding the servo way over here, and I can turn the tires all the way to the block without the servo even moving. So you might get some pretty nasty bumps here, or you know, some situations that, you know, the servo is not doing exactly what you want. There might be a way to tighten it down, maybe put a stiffer spring in there, and that might be something I'll look into. It comes with a high torque steering servo. This is probably best left to as a joke. I don't have high hopes for the servo. In fact, I've already have another servo to stick in it that's going to give me some more speed and torque. But drivetrain, we've got dog bones all the way around. They seem pretty well captured though, So I don't foresee any real issues with them popping out. They're not CVDs, they're just dog bones, both front and rear. So let's see how those wear and how they go. But I'm not really gonna put too much power through this vehicle because I don't have high hopes for those front and rear diffs from what I've seen. But anyways, yeah, the center drivetrain's got these big aluminum shafts. They're kind of oversized, they're probably hollow. So not really impressed with that. But other than that, you have a lot of shock mounting positions here on the towers and not very many down the arms. I don't really know what these holes here are for, but maybe sway bars. I don't really see any support on this vehicle. Well, I take that back. There's actually a little recess here in the bulkheads where you might be able to mount some sort of sway bar kit. I'm not sure if that's available for this platform, but that might be something to look into at a later date, get some sway bars on here, because it's gonna have that roll problem. But it's 4x4 short course truck for $100. Can you really go wrong with that? $100 for a 4x4 short course truck. And this is gonna compete with, your Traxxas Slash. Really, that's what it is. It's a Traxxas Slash 4x4 competitor, and it's just dirt cheap. And the deal with the Hobbyking stuff is the parts are so cheap. A set of arms for this thing, all four is like $2. Of course, that's coming from the international warehouse, and it might take you a while to get here. But I've seen if you order from DHL, you get your shipping through DHL, it might be able to get to you a little bit faster. But anyways, guys, that's the unboxing and kind of first look at the Nitro Circus Basher SCT here, and give you a look at the bottom once more. And it's a pretty good looking vehicle, low center of gravity chassis design. I also want to point out that it has these dirt guards here, and they are actually pretty thick plastic. So yeah, they're not really going to help anything because it is short course, and tires are going to kick it up anyways, and it's going to get the chassis anyways, but maybe it'll help a little bit. But it's what it is. It seems like it might be a little high in the front, so I don't know, I'll have to check the right height. But anyways, guys, thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and I'm gonna go see if I can beat this truck up, see what it can do. So I would look for new videos on this truck, and I've got some other stuff I got on the Hobbyking sale, so keep watching for that too. Once again, this is Chris Superfast RC, and thanks for watching.